On a cold December morning, 2002, my mum left us. She passed away of breast cancer at the age of 52. 23 years later, this is the first time that I'm really talking about it properly. And I just wanted to put this video out on my channel to help anyone who is grieving right now, who has been through what I've been through or is about to go through what I've been through. If I can just ease that pain and help, then this video was worth every second that I spent on it. This is Anton. Welcome to my channel. Let's talk about life with Anton. Now, I was in my 20s when my mum passed away. And just to make it even more difficult of a situation and more upsetting, not only did I lose my mum, but 6 months after my mum passed away, my wife came to me and told me that we were expecting our first child. My mum's first grandchild, a little girl. As you can probably tell, it still cuts me up today, 23 years later, that my mum didn't realise or didn't know and didn't meet any grandchildren. But that's something that I've just had to live with. I know she's still here. I know she's still present. I know she still watches. But it's still hard. It is really hard. And as the years go on, yes, it does get slightly easier. But as you can see, probably, and hear by the tone of my voice, it still hurts and it's still really raw. And I miss her all the time. I miss the fact that I can't just pick the phone up and hear her voice on the other end of the phone. It's sad that I've had so many ups and downs in my life that I couldn't pick up the phone and ask for a bit of advice on marriage and children. It's sad, but it is reality. So I feel for you if you have lost a parent. I've lost both my parents, and it's really hard. But there's one thing that I will say, is they'll want you to keep going. They'll want you to enjoy your life, and they'll want you to be the best version of yourself. That I can guarantee. Now, I helped my mum as much as I could through her battle with cancer. I wasn't living near her at the time, so it was very difficult, but I made as many trips back to her house as possible. And I still keep some of those memories close to my heart. Things like painting her nails and talking about Christmases when we were younger and holidays and all that sort of stuff. So I don't have any regrets, and I don't want you to have any regrets. And that's one thing and one reason why I made this video, is because if you haven't made up with somebody, if you've fallen out with a parent, and they're ill. I beg you, to give them forgiveness, or let them forgive you. Because once they're gone, they're gone. There's no turning back the time, no turning back the clock. It's it, it's finished. You'll never get that back again. I would also, if possible, and this one's really difficult to discuss, I never discussed it with my mum, and that is what's going to happen after she's gone. So I'm talking specifically about what she wants to happen to her assets. Has she made a will? I know a lot of people do make wills, but if they don't, maybe encourage them to make a will. My mum never made a will. And I had to just live with that situation. Everything got passed on to her new husband, and myself and my other siblings didn't receive any financial payment at all. And that's fine. I mean, at the time, I wasn't interested anyway. Money just is completely insignificant when you lose somebody. But now, 23 years on, what I will say is that I wish I had spoke to my mum about making a will, because I would have loved to give my children a little something from their grandmother who passed away, whether that's money for a first car, whether that's tuition fees for graduation, for university, college, whether that's maybe a deposit for their first house, maybe it's money towards their weddings, whatever it is. I would have loved to my mum to have left something for them, so that I could have given them that and said, that's from your grandmother. Now, I've talked about my mum their whole lives, my children, but they never got to meet her. The other thing I just want to add on this video is, just because someone's gone, I experienced something a few years back that makes me think that they might be physically gone, but spiritually they're still here. My mum was buried in England, and about 8 years after she passed away, I went to the graveyard with 2 pictures in a clear plastic envelope, folder. And I spoke to my mum for about 15 or 20 minutes, holding a picture of each of my children, my daughters. And I said to my mum, yeah, Mum, look, these are the girls. Even though they never met you, they love you, they miss you, and I really wish you'd have met them. When I turned away from where my mum was buried, I was walking for about 15 or 20 meters. There was no one else in the graveyard. And somebody tapped me on the shoulder. I mean, a really firm prod on the back of my shoulder. I was so startled, I literally span round. And as I turned round, there was nobody there. Like literally nobody there in front of me. I was absolutely like so shocked that somebody had tapped me on the shoulder, and I span round straight away and there was no one there. This was during the day, obviously, so everything was so clear and bright. And for about 2 seconds, 2 or 3 seconds, I just remember standing there thinking, what? I don't understand what's going on. What, like, how did somebody tap me on the shoulder? And then I looked down, and about 5 meters in front of me was one of the pictures of my daughters that I'd dropped on the floor. Just could not believe that happened. To this day, I can't explain it. It's just incredible. So, what I would say is that yes, they might not be here physically, but I 100% believe that they are with us in some spiritual way. And they're watching us and they're guiding us. So, I don't know, hopefully this will maybe enlighten you, give you a bit of insight into what it's like losing somebody. I just hope it gives you a little bit of peace, maybe, especially hearing that story about what happened to me. And if you want to share anything in the comments, I'd love to read some of the comments and stories that you have. Thank you so much. Take care. God bless.